now? Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, so there goes Jenny.
Okay, awesome. So you're in the webinar now,
I
right?
am in the webinar now. Yeah.
Okay, that's great, awesome.
You cannot minimize Zoom when you are recording. Okay.
This last one is the webinar recorded, so we can watch it again.
Yes, it is recorded.
I know. At this moment, let's all take a deep breath.
Yes, it is recorded. All right. So let me just go over here. I'm seeing a lot of questions that are coming up. I don't know if Ginny is seeing them as well.
Yep.
Are you seeing all the questions now, Ginny?
Yes.
There's quite a few.
More coming. Well,
Okay,
we got
good.
it. People are asking the webinar.
All right, so I'll continue. Well, Ginny, could you handle the chat and okay, great. So this is the media. So again, for those people, just a quick overview. In the skills library is where you will find your PE profile listed on the, if you're facing your screen, it will be on your left-hand side. That is your PE profile and all of your red, green, and yellow areas. All you have to do is start with your red areas. So click on the red area and that will come up across on the side here, use of people or whichever one, any one of these on the left. And then you have summary. We are recommending or inviting you to read the summary, listen to the audio, and as you read the summary, something resonates with you, take notes, and when you take the notes, click on Save Notes before moving on to the next one. Audio, listen to your audio, something resonates with you, type it in at the bottom. All right, video, same thing. Something resonates, take your notes, save your notes. And that's going to happen animation, bonus, and practice. All right?
Akima, someone wants to know if a husband and wife would need to purchase their own RI training. So there's probably a couple views on that, and I'd just like to ask you yours.
Okay. I would say yes. Because the thing about it is, even if it's a husband and wife team, if you want to save money and you say, you know what, we're going to do one, how about the notes when each person have their own view on how they feel about the information? So I would say have your own. And not only that, as you work, you're working with people, you're bringing people into your organization, and you need to work with them. That PE profile that you're working with has to be available to you. All right? So that's going to be, so I would suggest that everyone get their own back office of RI training. I hope that answers that question.
Very good. Somebody says is it safe to download to my iPad? I think I heard that as long as we are signed up, it is free. No, you know what? I have it on my iPad and I pay $9.90 whatever a month. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have an account, yes. So once you have an account, you can access it on your iPad. Ginny did it as well, but you're still paying for it.
Now, Nikima, someone would like more light on your face.
More light on my face. They want to see me.
Yes, and they want to know what's in the practice section. They must have missed that when you clicked on it.
So we are on the practice section here. So in the practice section, it says here that these are questions that you should be answering. These are questions that are going to make you more aware of how to do your business or how you should be thinking about your business. All right, so that's what I recommend.
And then another person just said, what are some checkpoints for us to be able to determine like when we're ready to move up to the next area? Because I can get totally caught up in learning. And of course, action is the only way to really progress. So what action steps must be taken before moving forward? Like how many times should they repeat a section?
Well, I guess that's where you go out and, you know, you meet with your upline and you start making your calls, because if you are working in the area here, you're working on just getting yourself started to do your business. So, you know, things like your planning skills, making a list. Did you go through that? A lot of us don't like to make a list. So it's right there. You know, did you write out 200 names and so forth? So, you know,
And have you gone and practiced all those things that you're going through, as we're just talking about in the practice? Have you, that's going to be helping you determine what your next move is. If you've gone through those, guys, do your next PE profile, even though it's $8. I mean, if you've gone through those, that's going to keep continuing in your next step, because you want to stay in this first section until you've gotten it, and then you move forward.
Okay. All right. And now I'm going to move on now. So that's your practice. The next tab is media. This is great. I'm telling you, the system is loaded. So they have a section on your left. It says RI training overview. And I'm just going to put a little mark so people know where I'm starting here. RI training overview. So I'm looking at this section over here. All right. All of these over here. All right. So with your, this is your media library. So you'll be able to start with your RI training overview. All right. And you could do an overview there so that you can learn more about what RI training is about. How to. So how to do. So if you click on how to, you just go back there. So RI training overview. This is all of it. It gives you your RI training overview, your PEPs, how the 3-step success pattern, the PE profile, the mentoring orientation. This is all here for you. How to, okay, so how to do all of these things, the 3-step success pattern. So all of this is here for you. You can go through these yourself.
Justina asked a great question. I pay the $9.90. Would I be paying additional charge for the downloads? Only if you want to download to carry them with you, but it is free. You can go right in your computer and watch everything. But if you want to download it so that you can put it into another media, then you would pay extra for those. But they're free in your back office, just getting in your computer and doing that. Correct, Nikima?
That is correct. That is correct. All right, so everything is on the side here for you to listen to, and all you have to do is click on it and listen to it. All right. So
and people are asking when to take the PEP again, which, maybe after they feel like they've gone through the first section, is it a good idea to take it again to see where they've grown?
I mean, they can, but again, have you been doing the actions associated with it?
All right.
Have you been going out and practicing? Because the practice questions are going to give you actions that you should be doing. Are you going out to do it? I don't think people should be worried about taking the next PE profile until, let's say, your sales are beginning to show that you're making sales.
Exactly.
So if you're making sales, then now you could you say, let me see how strong I've gotten. But we got to get away from this. The mentality that we've had in school is that we got to take a test to see if we are worthy. All right. But in our business, worthiness is sales. Are we moving? Are we making sales? You know what I mean? So go out there and practice what you're learning. And then at some point, retake your PE profile. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, we're caught up on questions.
Okay, great. Great job, Ginny. I'm still seeing 8 questions on my side, but we'll go. I think some of them.
You got to go back over the Q&A section, right?
Yes, we got to go back to the Q&A. And so your PE profile is here. But what I want to show you very quickly about your PE profile, so it's in this area for you. I know someone asked a question, how do I see my own people's PE profile? So this is your PE profile. Just a quick overview here. And then you can click on the Build tab. And the Build tab is really important. So this is where you're going to see your other people. If you click on the drop down, all right. I did this PE profile for this. My PE profile, my back office, I kept it private because I have all of my people's information in there. I didn't want to put that up on a webinar. All right. So here you go. So this is you. When you click on here, you'll be able to see all of your people listed here. All right. And I put some information in here so that you guys can see. You need to fill in your information that they're asking you here, and then click off if you've done certain things yet. Okay, so if you have completed view, if this is your improve yourself goals, did you do your improve yourself goals, you check off what you've done, and then it will hide it and then move on to what we're looking at here is the build a team goals. And once you've completed the build a team goals, then the leadership goals will come up.
So someone's asking, at what point do you introduce PEP to your old distributors, you know, into this system? And what about new prospects? In other words, should we wait to introduce the PEP? I say absolutely not. Nikema, what do you say? Just do it.
So
we're excited, just do it.
Personally, I would go back and apologize to him, right? I mean, apology will get you back into the door and say, listen, guys, you know, when I brought you in, I may have given you some unreal expectations, and I want to apologize. But in the meantime, I've found a way to help reach those expectations that I may have given you before. And so I just want to take the time and ask you, are you still, is this something that you're interested in? Do you still have those same dreams? Do you still have those same goals? Do you still have them same visions? Well, I have a way. I have a proven method that can help us get there, and I want to work with you, and I just want to apologize for not having this set up before. But now we found it. I would be in trouble if I didn't bring this to you, and that's how I would do it. I would just kind of open it up in that way.
That's right. Yeah, right on the money, Wade. Okay, so everyone filled in your area here, and you move on. All right, in the lead tab, and you'll also be able to see your own people's information here as well. Okay.
Excellent.
The lead tab, this is as an aggregate of team activity. So this is everything that's going on in your team. So this is a dashboard here for your team. You get to see where their strengths are and where their weaknesses are. And you can see all the people who are in your team that's actually using BizRunner or actually using RI training. You'll be able to see, this is kind of like all of the PE profiles together here. So that way you'll know how to tailor your trainings, what you should be training on specifically, because you'll know exactly where all of your team members are.
This question's for later. Just keep it in the back of your head. How is the game played?
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty good with the questions right now.
Okay, so now that we have all of that, you have the shop area, and in your shop you can get all your, you know, all of your things that you need in order to do your business. All right, and you can learn more. It's all here for you, including a new PE profile. All of it is there. There goes the personal effectiveness profile. And when you're doing the profile, when you buy the profile, it shows up in your profile area as a, you have a PE profile. So then once you click on it, you can start taking the new PE profile. So for those people who are asking how to do a new PE profile, you come here, you buy it, and it's going to automatically populate under your PE profile. So if I go back here to PE profiles, it'll say, like, you see how it says here, you start PE profile, you have one. Okay. And you can also purchase a PE profile, or if you have a profile code or something, we're not doing that because we already got our discount. And how-to videos and regarding the PE profile. So this is all here for you.
For some of those people who might have bought the videos and stuff, it comes with a profile code.
Right.
And so I own a couple of those sets because I've been lending them out, but I kept those codes. So I can go in and test later with my code.
All right, so good. And right, so that's the question there. Now, the question regarding the game, how does the game fit into all of this? You must have the game. It's a must. It's a training tool. It's a simulator. Think of it as what if you got on an airplane, which is what the analogy that they use at RI training. What if you got on an airplane and you hear the pilot says, "Welcome to the flight, everyone. This is the first time I am going to be flying." And you'll be like, "Exit, please." Okay? You'll be looking to get off of that flight. I know I will be. I'll be like, "Listen, fella, you need to get a little more air miles under your wings before you fly this here, girl." Okay. So it's a way for you to learn and to engage your team as well as to engage your prospects. All right. So your prospects, you know, you can just have people come in and play the game, see what it's like to make residual income before they actually buy a machine from you. And when they see that you're doing these types of things, they'll be more engaged. They'll be like, wow, you know, nobody ever did this with me before. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. So you can get your games, and by the way, everybody should have their own game. In my team, everyone's buying their own game, because then they can invite people to play with them. You know, they can have their own game plays. I can go work with them and play together with them. It's important for them to have it, because it also has a section in there called practice, and that practice you have to do right then and there what the card says to do. All right.
Jada wants to know, when we purchase all these different things, will they send it in email for our taxes? And I mean, I don't know if she means the game or if she means the monthly fee. But for tax purposes, we can all get receipts like that. I got a receipt in the box when I ordered the game, and our credit card statements show the amount that we paid for the monthly fee. So I just give that to my accountant at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And yes, you can play the game Crossline, of course. Let's all have fun together. We're one big family.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, what's the difference between the stimulator and the game? They probably mean the simulator and the game. And where do you get it? You get it right on this website. But what is the difference between the simulator and the actual game?
Okay, simulator is the same as game. It's just being used in the word simulator means to do something. So an air pilot has to simulate flying. He's put in a position where he has to go through all of the all the things that he can possibly go through in the air. He has to go through it on the ground first, including taking off, landing, how to deal with specific issues when it pops up. All of that is what the simulator, which is what the game is teaching you to do. How do you deal with certain problems when they show up?
Good. And we just answered where to get the profile for the first time. I answered it on text, and you might want to say it out loud.
Okay, so you can get a free profile. Go to bizrunner.com/profile. Okay, and we could put that in the chat, Jenny, so that everyone gets it. I can just put
Yep, doing it now.
Right, great. So just simply put in there, and you can get a free profile. The first profile is free, and that's what's beautiful about this. You can get a lot of people taking the profile, and this is a great way to vet if someone is very interested in doing the business. If they're really serious, they'll sit down and take a free profile. Trust me, there are some people who will not sit and take a free profile.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Some people won't be able to focus.
Oh, here's a great question too. Is there any way to play the game with people over the phone or by FaceTime? I have the game, but most of my team lives far away. That could be a real creative way to do it.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm sure you could figure out a way to reach your team that way. You know?
Right? The person who has the game can just roll the dice, right? Or whatever for the people that are not physically present.
Or if each one gets their game so that they can play that with their own attendees, they could actually just set up the same and roll when it's their time. I think that could be kind of some fun.
Yeah. I'd love to see a Facebook Live of someone playing the game. I've already put that request in.
I know, right? And I see here, let me see here. I see people are saying that this is a phenomenal tool and self-learning platform. Whoa, very impressed in how thorough and easy it is to follow. Quite amazing. how you can see how a system works in alignment with the book. So this is good. This is, who is it? This is from Sandra. Thank you for that, Sandra. That's correct. So you want to make sure that you are utilizing it. Go in there, read the book, come out, you know, learn how to do it. I am available for help, but I'm not allowed to really say that. But if you need help, you can go to my for those people, because I'm getting, you know, a lot of text messages here. You can visit me on Leadership Business Solutions and then reach out to me that way, and I could try to help you further if you need help. All right, but it's pretty straightforward if you take the time. For those of you who are willing to take the time and get into this and learn it, you can learn it and help your team with it. All right. Is there, let me see, there's more questions here. I don't know if you're seeing it. It says, yeah, that was the download. I ordered wonderful CDs in the shop section. So I ordered wonderful, yeah. For extra, we've answered that question, right? So Ginny,
yeah, I don't have any questions left except now I'm back in the chat room. I feel like the switchboard operator at a big hospital or something. Is there a place to keep track of your own progress in contacting, moving a person to a team member? Oh, you know what? Somebody has a question about Biz Runner in general, and they said they'll wait until you get to that.
Okay, great. And I think we've covered everything that we need to cover over here. So I'm going to go into Biz Runner. Is that okay?
So yeah, Jamaica said she's feeling a little lost and wondering if she's the only one that feels like this. So I think once she does get into it, she'll start to play with it. It's really about sitting there and playing with it and clicking on everything. And you just start to become friendly with it. And it is very user-friendly. Jada and everyone.
Okay, so yeah, so you can Jenny got it on the head. But let's move on to the Biz Runner. Now for everyone, okay, just hang in there with me. I didn't put it up here. So I'm just gonna go to bizrunner.com. As part of your plan that you pay $9.95 for, which I think is like, this is insane. For $9.95, not only do you get a training center for you to learn, you're also getting a way to quantify your efforts. And this is where we fall short a lot of the time in network marketing. We are not trained to quantify our efforts. What are we doing every single day? And if there's anyone on here who's already using it, could you please, type up, tell us, just type a little thing so that Ginny could read how you feel about it. Now you need to log in, not sign up. If you already have RI training, guys, you don't need to sign up for BizRunner. I hope everyone's hearing me on this one, okay? You just click on the login. So let me use my little pen over here, and I'm gonna put a circle around.
Good idea.
There goes. I like to draw, guys. Yeah.
Excellent.
There goes our login, right? All right. So now we can log in. Once you click on that login button, all right, it's going to pull up your BizRunner. Okay. And so I put a few things in here so that we can see how to do it. So your BizRunner has 5 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the 5 things that we need to do business. We need to make a list. We need to contact. We need to present. We need to follow up, and we need to enroll. There you have it. Okay. And at the bottom of here, and by the way, guys, you need help, you can call RI training as well, So there are options available to you. Speak to your upline, so forth. So on the bottom here, you have same thing. You have lists, you have presentations, you have medals, you have my why, and you have 3 buttons on the side here. And let's start with this. So this is just very quickly your list. So this is your list. Let me just quickly go here to my list, and you have 2 sets or 3 sets. You have your all BizRunner and imported names. So what BizRunner does is import all of your people over into this. And when they import all your people over into this, then you can now you can move people from your imported names list into BizRunner, people that you only the people that you're working with. All right. Then you have unsorted imported names. This is just all the names from your phone. That's it. But if you want the names for your BizRunner names only, these are the people you've moved into BizRunner. Okay. So I just want to kind of say that. All right. Go back here. All right. So now over here you have your calendar. This is great. So your calendar, what I like here is that your calendar tell you what the contacts you have to make for the day, presentations for the day, follows up for the day, orientation, what you're doing with your team, and what you've missed from previous days. And I put this one in here so that you can see, because when you're weak, you're going to be missing things. And then eventually it's going to start to taper off where you get the habit of going back and over again. So then you'll know who you're going to be speaking for the day, how many presentations you have for today, how many follow-ups, and so forth. So that's very easy for you to do. All right. So that's your day. At the bottom over here, you have your medals. When you do these particular actions every day, when you move people from you made a list, you move people into your contacts and from BizRunner into here, you'll start getting medals. You'll get either a gold, a silver, or a bronze. All right, bronze, and they'll tell you how much more you need to do to get to the silver, and so forth. How many people you needed to, how much contacts you did for the week, how much presenting you did for the week, how many follow-ups. So now you know if you're actually doing your business, right? The numbers don't lie. It's either you're doing something or you're not doing something. And this shows you if you're doing something. So if you feel discouraged, you look at this, you're like, wow, you know, this week I did 5 presentations. I did 10 presentations. Oh my God, this week I called 100 people. Or I called 5 people. And know that the higher we call, the more calls we make, the more people. Okay, right. The more sales we're gonna have, because more people are going to buy. So this shows you what you are or are not doing in your business.
Right. And people are asking how to add their contacts, and someone else says what happens each week to the numbers from the week before. It looks like they're going back to 0 and they're losing their folks.
It's not that you're losing. It's like you did that last week. You have to keep doing it again this week.
The new slate. It's
a new clean slate. Last week is gone. It's in the past. It's what you're doing today that counts, right, guys?
Now.
Right? So so it's not to discourage you. It's to show you, hey, that's already gone. It's past. This is where you are right now, and you have to move forward. You have to keep doing these actions every day. You don't get to 6 figures without doing the actions every day. All right?
And then how do we add the contacts? Someone wants
to. And that's where I just went over that. Now slow down again. I'm going to go back over to list. And when you go to list, and I really don't want to put my stuff up here because I have some stuff loaded in here on people's personal information. But you have an unsorted list. It'll add, once you go in, it's going to start you at your list. So it's pretty straightforward and it's very easy to do. All right.
So hopefully that answered for Beth. She was saying after she initially put them in, how could she go back into the contacts and sounds like edit.
Okay. So all right. So let me just continue across, and then we'll come back to that question.
Excellent.
All right. So that was your medals, and this is where you're seeing what you've done for the week. All right. And then over here you have your medals, right? That's your medals, and then my why. So the my why is where you are going to be able to see, take a picture of what you're working towards. You know, if you're doing something with your family, you're buying a house, you can put a picture in here and save your why. You can take a photo and save it, whatever your why is. Whatever, and that can change. My why for this month might be this. I get it done. I can change it to something else. But you have to have an overall big why you're doing what you're doing. All right, you can do this in goals, you can do this in my why. So this is here for you as well. All right. So I'm going to go back to the home. Notice I'm going back to the home button. Let me put a circle around it. I'm going to click on that button. All right, so when I was showing you guys, I'm going to click on that and bring us back to the front page where you will see your list, your calendar, your videos, your why. All right, so you have to click on, and let me delete this here so that no one gets confused. Now that we're back on the home page, I'm going to click on the where is it? That's next. Bear with me, guys. It just went away. Here it is. Okay, good. I'm going to click on these 3 buttons here. And this is an app on your phone. So you can go into your Play Store and download BizRunner and log in with the same email and password that you've used for RI training. Your PE profile will automatically populate into BizRunner, and I'm going to show you that right now. So when I click on these 3 dots over here, you're going to get a tab that's going to open that says Getting Started. All right, let me just move my screen right. So you're going to get Getting Started, BizRunner Media Resources. So you can listen to this stuff right on your phone as well. So the Getting Started button, if you click on that, it's all videos back here as well. The BizRunner demo.
Hi, and welcome to your demo of BizRunner.
Right, so you can get a demo of your BizRunner right in the back here.
Now, Nikema, this whole thing back to like every week, the slate is new. There's several people asking, is there any way I can go back and see what happened in the past few weeks?
Oh yeah, definitely. So let me just go back there. So it doesn't go away, guys, completely. I hope I didn't give you guys that impression. Let's go back. Let me just click on our medals here. Because we want to be excited about our medals, right? Yay, I did so great this week. You see this right here? Let me circle that again for you guys. Right here. This week, right? But do you see these arrows here?
Good, very good.
1 arrow forward, 1 arrow back. It's going to take you back to what you did last week. Okay? So if you click on this right here, it'll take you back. So whoever asked that question, can you just put a little note in there, let Ginny know that you understand what I just said?
So she was following her contacts or her people coming through the profile, and she felt like she lost those. So Sammy, see if that answered. Hopefully that answered.
Okay, everyone says great, got it. Fantastic.
Okay, great, thank you. That's great. If you guys can say got it, then I can move on. I don't want to be regurgitating the same thing over and over, and time is a-going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, guys. All right. So let me just erase these things that's on my screen here, and let's continue back to where we were before. And we were talking about, so to go back again, I have to go to where? I have to go back to my home.
Yeah.
The little house at the bottom on the left-hand side. When I click on that, it brings me back again to the front here, and I'm going to click on my 3 buttons on the bottom right, the 3 little dots. That's going to open up that list on the side. So your BizRunner Media Resources, your PE profile is going to be there. So if I click on PE profile, let me take it one step at a time. Getting started, that's your getting started, how to use BizRunner. 2, BizRunner Media Resources. So this is, I love this, guys. So if you are in New York City, or you're on the train, or you're in your car, you could just simply click on Getting Started and Other Tutorials. introduction to biz runners, start your, and these are all like videos.
That's what someone's asking about right
I will
now.
show you how to import contact.
And they will teach you how to import your contacts and everything like that.
Excellent.
Okay, so contacting help. So you have getting started. So under your getting started, you have your introduction, start with your contacts, working on your list, getting around in Biz Runner engine tutorial, Biz Runner information. So this is just how to start using Biz Runner. Then you have your contacting resources, right? All the things you need to learn about how to contact someone is all listed here for you. How to present. All presenting, and you have it on the go with you. So RI training is where you sit down and really connect with what you're learning, your college. Biz Runner, this is on the go. You go out there, you're working with someone, you're talking to them, you're putting their information into Biz Runner so that you can follow up, you can present, and so forth. All right, let me go back here. I'm just gonna back out. So I'm backing out of this just very quickly to show you guys. I'm gonna click on my little pen here again, and I'm gonna show you guys this. There we go. This little arrow here, I'm gonna click on this arrow, and this arrow is gonna take me out of this section here to back out of it. So that's just another way so people don't get confused. So if I click on, right. I think my tool is getting a little tired. All right, I want to get back here. There we go. So when I click on it, it takes me back out.
Oops, I tried to erase it. I just clicked on to erase it for you, and it's not working.
Okay.
No.
So, so I think that gives you guys a full overview of Biz Runner, where everything is in Biz Runner. I hope this was helpful to everyone. It's 11:02. Is there any other questions? And
maybe, so will you be doing this again with the run through from beginning to end if somebody wants to watch it? Because like the beginning, will the rerun start where we actually contacted, where we actually began, where you started speaking?
yeah, there was a part, you know, when that question came up, I had actually had us on pause. So the moment that question came up, I put us back on record, and that's why I went over the entire, so, you know, which is great. You're not going to get all of that other stuff when we were trying to get in and get started and all that confusing stuff. But yeah, so we're going to work on how we're going to handle the recording of it and so forth. So we're going to make this available for those of you who need to see how to access and do this information. But I am offering help. You know, you can go to, just follow me online wherever and see, you know, if there is a way that I can help you there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jada means. She says the last thing that you showed was that clicking on the second dot of the 3. So I don't know if that's a question or.
Not the second dot, Jada. Just not the second. It's all 3. Once you click the 3, just click on the 3 dots. It's not like you're clicking on one of the 3. Just when you click on the dots, that'll take you in right away.
Perfect. That's great. Okay, one more question. How do we see the recording?
I am going to work on that. I think I'm going to post it on my site. I think that's going to be the easiest place for people to go get it.
And so tomorrow we can announce that again. Once you figure out where exactly, Nakeem, you're going to put it, we can announce that on the call.
Yeah.
Guys, where you can actually go see this again. And so, guys, listen, if you are really having trouble, Nakima is absolutely awesome at this, and she is available for you. Now her time means a lot. So I am going to go ahead and announce this, Nakima. It's okay. Guys, she can be available for you to hire, to get really in depth. We're going to continue in the Difference Makers calls to continue to keep doing this. But guys, we're going to, this is only going to be a 1 or 2 day a month deal after we get through this whole process. But guys, if you are a leader and you want to learn how to truly work with your teams through 6 figures in 6 months, then guys, you can get a hold of Nakima, and she's going to take this even further and deeper. Okay, and so guys, but we can't expect her to do that for absolutely nothing. So I want you to get with her and work with her. Nakima, I hope I didn't overstep any bounds here.
No, it's fine. The site is there, and they can go to Leadership Biz Solutions, and everything is laid out there for you. And I'm happy to work with whoever wants to work it. I'm already doing coaching, and I do direct coaching. So if you want it, it's there for you guys.
Right. And so, guys, not to say that you're not going to get anything, because we're going to continue going through, the different speakers call. But this is going to be an ongoing thing. But if you really want to get serious and you're a leader and you want to bring this in, Nakima is going to be available for you guys.
And remember, as you learn it yourself, you'll be teaching it to your own people as well. And it's your money. You're getting ready to really take your business to the next level. And something I wanted to say before is that the beautiful thing about Enagic is that Enagic allows us to eat while we are learning. Mm-hmm. We are being paid really well in our direct sales to be able to go out there and still make sales and make good money while we learn how to build a team and keep a team together. So you're not going to be starving. The only way you're going to be starving is if you're not willing to really move.
Right.
So this is available to you. You can do it on your own. You can do it however you need to do it. But if you need more help, I'm there to help you if you want it. Right? So it's and then you have the difference makers call. You have Ginny, you have Wade. There is a lot of support for those of you who need it.
This is so awesome. People are being very grateful too. And just play with this, guys. Click on everything and take your time with it. And some people may treat it like it's only less than $10 a month, and some people may treat it like the $1 million a month that it's
exactly. Yeah.
So you're going to get out of this exactly what you put into it, and just play. I have had a blast just constantly. I just keep my iPad on my kitchen counter. Wherever I am, I'm just clicking on a new thing. I may be not seeing it, but I'm listening to it. I'm just diving in. And this is phenomenal. I even ordered a set of the CDs, the Contacting Pro CDs, and we had our global event in Atlantic City this week. I listened to 2 CDs on the way down and 2 CDs on the way back. And it's just, automobile university.
I'm super excited for all of us. I think this is, if we set correct expectations for our clients, for our prospects, they are going to buy. And I'm seeing that people are interested. I see that people don't feel as scared when they know that they are going to be taught. They know that they can learn how to do this like any other skill set. That makes people more comfortable. But when we have a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 item, and we tell them go out and just tell everybody about it, it's like slapping people in the face, really. It's like a big old go do it, right? Ooh. All right. So all purchases, yeah, I see that. Okay, great. So great. I hope you guys answered all of your questions, got answered. It's 11:09. Thank you for coming on. We had like 90 something people. People are beginning to drop off. So I think people have reached where, that they've gotten all that they can get for today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you all for being with us today.
Thank you, guys.
Wade and Jenny, thanks so much for your help, guys. This was awesome.
Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a great night. Great day.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.